the head of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is resigning. Yeah, Dr. Rochelle Walensky says the waning of the COVID pandemic is a good time to make a transition. She had visited us here on Sunrise. That's what this video is from. This comes as the World Health Organization announced this morning that it is ending the emergency it declared for COVID more than 3 years ago. The announcement doesn't change much since many countries have already ended their states of emergency and lifted most public health restrictions. Michael George spoke with CDC doctors about what this means and the future in the fight against COVID.
It's a turning point in the 3-year fight against COVID. On May 11th, the nation's COVID-19 public health emergency will officially expire. But CDC Deputy Director Dr. Nirav D. Shah says that doesn't mean COVID is gone.
Does this at all change how the American public should treat COVID?
COVID-19 remains a risk, even though the public health emergency is coming to a close, especially for Americans who are immune compromised.
What the end of the public health emergency means is a shift in how the government fights COVID. Free tests won't be as readily available, and the CDC will no longer collect state and local data on COVID cases.
Dr. Shah, why now? Why is the public health emergency being ended?
There are a few reasons. The first is that the nature of COVID-19 is different now than it was 1, 2, or 3 years ago. Because of the work of getting vaccinated, getting tests available, and getting therapies, it's not the acute emergency that it was before. That's a good thing, even though it remains a risk.
But the CDC says it will continue to track the disease using data from labs, hospitals, and emergency departments. And doctors believe by testing wastewater, they can detect future COVID outbreaks quickly. Michael George, CBS News.
Merrick Blangiardi continued a series of community town halls last night on the North Shore. He and other city leaders met with the public at Wailua Elementary School on several issues facing the community. One of the complaints from the community discussed the towing of local vehicles from areas popular with tourists in Haleiwa. Officials say that they're exploring mitigation strategies, including a new mobility center, increased shuttle service, and new walkways, which will allow drivers to park away from the crowds and safely walk to their destinations.
A few light passing showers, light being the operative word. And that's going to be the case for the next several days. Just a few light overnight and early morning showers. And the bigger thing in weather, the breezy winds. Look at those wind speeds today and tomorrow, 20 to 30 miles an hour. And even after that, for the next few days, the winds are still going to be pretty breezy all the way through Tuesday. The next time the winds downshift significantly, not until Wednesday. But still, that's a long run of the best weather on the planet.
This See It Now digital news brief is sponsored by Long's Drugs, bringing our heart to every moment of your health.